What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to check out the DC deck building game Rivals Shazam vs. Black Adam. This is the Kickstarter edition, so it will feature some items that will not be in the retail version. Let's go ahead and get the plastic off, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the box. One thing that I do find really awesome is that the whole box is foil. Unfortunately, this is gonna go right into the multiverse box anyway, so I appreciate it, but again, not gonna stay in this form for very long. Cool thing though is that this is a standalone set, so if you wanted something cheap, you could just get this. Taking a look at the front of the box, we see Shazam facing Black Adam. This is really cool artwork, and then we'll take a look at the other sides, which features Shazam. Another picture of Shazam, but a lot happier. Black Adam. And what do you know? Black Adam. Looking at the back. DC deck building game Rivals Shazam vs. Black Adam. Magical deck building action. Shazam. Shout the magic word and find yourself at the center of the battle between the iconic rivals. Play as Shazam or Black Adam. Each time a character is defeated, they gain more powerful abilities and become a bigger challenge to defeat. Confrontation cards give you bonuses when you try to take down your opponent. Block cards make it harder for your opponent to defeat you, so one's more aggressive and one's more defensive. Contents include 99 standard cards, 66 oversized character cards, a rulebook, a multiverse divider, and a first printing Hoppy promo card. Kickstarter exclusive cards that will not be in normal retail versions include 6 Kickstarter cards, foil added to the 6 character cards, foil treatment to the cover, which we've already seen, and metallic confrontation coin. Now let's take a look. And what do you know? We have the rulebook, which is the same as the cover. And it really just tells you how to play the game. And again, if you want to get into a more, streamlined version of this game where you're not fighting supervillains, but you're fighting 1v1, a Rivals set is the set for you, or even Confrontation. If you have a friend and you want to play 1v1, this is probably the best way to do it. Not necessarily with this set, but we also have Rivals 1, Batman v Joker, Rivals 2, Green Lantern versus Sinestro, Rivals 3, The Flash versus Reverse Flash. Now we have this one, Shazam versus Black Adam, as well as Confrontations, which is one of the bigger sets, a base set that features Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and I think Zatanna Zatara, as well as their corresponding villains. Now, taking a look at what we got here, let's look at the main deck cards first. Now, this should be really fun because if you've seen the Shazam movies, the live action ones, there's plenty of heroes to pick from, including Darla Dudley. And you can see his little icon showing that it's Team Shazam. Eugene Choi, again, another one of the family. He's a defense card, pretty cool. Pedro Peña, really cool. Rosa and Victor Vasquez. Again, really cool to see these. Taki Tawny, I don't know who that is, but he looks like a tiger. Okay. Atom Smasher. Okay, so this seems to be, at least in some association, with the Black Adam movie. So a lot of this stuff does seem to be related to the movies. Yeah, Cyclone, again, that also goes here. Freddie Freeman, he's looking majestic with that hair. Stargirl, which seems to go for either team, which might explain why there's 99 cards and then this one can go for either one. Kind of makes sense to me, but we'll continue to see. Mary Marvel, one of the fan favorites. Hawk Girl, I know Hawkman was there. Hippolyta, Osiris, Hawkman, who was probably one of my favorite parts of that Black Adam movie. Isis, Dr. Fate, another great part of that movie. The Wizard, which actually makes sense to be in both. Sloth, who is a villain on this side. Envy, Gluttony, we're going for a theme, Lust, which I don't like, Psycho Pirate, it's fun to see him, Dr. Savannah, Greed, Mr. Mind, Pride, Wrath, Famine goes here, Felix Faust, The Monster Society, War, it's crazy, Pestilence, Sabak, Death, The Rock of Eternity, Kodak, Magical Subway, Book of Champions, Encyclopedia of Magical Monsters, Amulet of Isis, Wizard's Staff, Wisdom of Solomon, Strength of Hercules, 2 of them, Stamina of Atlas, 2 of them, Power of Zeus, 2 of them, Courage of Achilles, Speed of Mercury, Stamina of Shu, Swiftness of Horus, and Strength of Ammon. I feel like it wasn't very equal. I feel like we probably had more on the Shazam side than we did the Black Adam side, which, just a quick glance, I'm going to say is definitely the case. I'm trying to line up the 2 stacks. And it does seem like the Shazam only stack is higher than the Black Adam stack. Now, not that I think it'll make that much of a difference. Then we have 5 cards that kind of correspond with both teams. Not sure how Stargirl does, but hey, we can also count that. Taking a look at the coin, it says confront and buy. You have this because you would choose what you want to do in any given turn. So most turns you're probably going to be using your points, your power, to buy something. I'm going to buy, purchase, or gain stuff from the lineup. Now, if I have enough to defeat my opponent, I may choose to instead confront. This means I'm going to add up all my points, any confrontation cards, and attack my opponent. Now, if their power is, say, 9, and I have a power of 9, I beat them. This is, however, an opportunity for them to play a block. The block would make them harder to defeat or increase their block 2, so it adds 2 to their cost. So instead of being 9, they're in 11. Now my 9 as an attacker isn't enough, and since I spent the turn confronting, I don't get to buy that turn because I gave up that ability when I went to confront. It's either buy or confront, which is basically attacking. So you're attacking or buying, but you can't do both unless a card tells you you can otherwise. See the divider card to put into the collection. Really cool. Let's take a look at the oversized character cards. We have Shazam, the Kickstarter version. I'm thinking just because they're foil. So you have Billy Batson, and then he's transforming into Shazam. Discard a punch and reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw a revealed hero or superpower with a cost of 4 or less, and put the rest back in any order. Because level 2, I think this is a cover of one of the books. Discard a superpower, put up to 2 heroes, each with a cost of 5 or less from your discard pile into your hand. Max only once during each of your turns. Then the level 3 version, Confrontation. Each time you play a superpower with a cost X, you may put a hero with a cost less than X from your discard pile into your hand. Really cool. Iconic shot of Black Adam. First time you gain a card with a cost 5 or greater each turn, you may destroy a vulnerability or weakness you control. That seems pretty strong, honestly. Black Adam level 2. Discard a villain or superpower. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw a revealed card with a cost of 5 or greater. Discard any number of revealed cards and put the rest back in any order. Max once per card type. Then his level 3, which looks really, really cool. Confrontation. Each time you play a different superpower or villain, reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card's cost is 5 or greater, draw it. Otherwise, discard it. Really, really cool. So his is like super bright and his is like super dark. So I like the way they contrast. Now let's take a look at the main deck cards. Actually, there's more main deck cards. I thought that was only the one stack. So maybe it won't be as one-sided as I initially thought. Shazam, both, and Black Adam cards. I don't know why I thought the counting was already done, but we still have like half the cards left. Unless they're like copies, which they could be. Wisdom of Zehuti. Power of Aten. Courage of Mehen. Oh wait, basic cards. That makes sense actually. You have your Shazam Punch, which is really cool. You have your Black Adam Punch. And one thing I really enjoy about the Rivals series, outside of, I think, just the first one, Rivals number 1, they chose to give each side their own specific special punches and vulnerabilities. That's really cool, and I love the detail. Okay, this is fun. For the kick, in the first set, your kicks were just kicks. Nothing special about them. They're just like a normal base set kick. Cost 3, 2 power. It's a superpower. That's it. They did change it up a bit in later sets because you had light constructs in the Green Lantern set, and then in the Flash set, I think there was some kind of Speed Force thing that he had. So for this set, we have the Word of Power that goes for both. Pretty sure that word is Shazam, and there's 8 of them. So once they've been bought out, then they're all gone. Choose one. Plus 2 power or Confrontation. Return this card to the stack, which helps you put them back and revitalize that stack and be able to buy more. If you do, play the top card of the main deck, and then add it to the lineup, which is kind of similar to, I think, one of the Shazam cards in one of the other sets. So kind of cool to see that incorporated. Well, I guess that kind of goes here. We have our weakness cards, which is Gruesome. Ongoing, subtract 1 from your character's cost. When your character is defeated, destroy this card. So I think that's pretty consistent among weakness cards, at least now. I don't remember if the first one, Rivals with Batman, had this mechanic, but I think everyone since then has this weakness mechanic built in. Then we have our randomizer card, which I was a little worried we wouldn't get, but of course we need it for the multiverse. Then for the promo, we have Hoppy, another Shazam card, but plus 1 power. First time you discard this card each turn, you may put a card from your discard pile into your hand. We have another one called Nevermore. Plus 2 power, Confrontation, plus 1 power for each card you discard or have discarded this turn. Herkheimer, who is an alligator man. He's a villain with plus 2 power. Attack each foe with a superpower in their discard pile gains a weakness. Going to be really strong in this set. We have Bolt. He's actually a Black Adam team card. Plus 1 power, draw 2 cards, discard a card unless you reveal a superpower from your hand. Brainwave Jr. Plus 2 power. The next time you discard or destroy a card this turn, additional plus 2 power. Very strong. I would have gone the other way. Sabina. Plus 3 power. Confrontation. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw a revealed superpower. Discard any number of revealed cards. Put the rest back in any order. Then the creme de la resistance, Shazam. The most expensive card in the game, goes for either side, and plus 4 power, block 4, and if you do, draw 2 cards. An amazing card, and I'm going to say whoever gets this has a really good chance of winning the entire game. The Kickstarter also gave an option to add something to this Rivals set, and that is, if you can read that, a DC deck building game Rivals Shazam vs. Black Adam Playmat Kickstarter variant. So here's the playmat for this set, and it's actually pretty big, way bigger than the Superman one I have here. But taking a look at it, at the bottom we have this main deck one that's like vertical. Then you have this horizontal one. That way both players can like kind of look at them, kind of an equal amount more or less. There's 5, so that's the main lineup. Then here on the two sides, I'm going to guess is the Word of Power, the kick variant, and your weaknesses. Then the rest of your play area is wherever you want to place your cards. So really cool actually, and my guess is that we see Shazam and his family? No, it's literally just Shazam. Alright, well, here's the Shazam side. Not too crazy, but I like it. And it's nice to have a confrontation specific game mat. Although, if I'm being honest, this is probably enough to suffice. Then for the Black Adam side, we have Hawkman in the background being defeated. And I don't really know what's going on here with that green leg. Gonna have to look into that later, but that's it. Well, guys, that's it for the DC deck building game Rivals Shazam vs. Black Adam. Which side are you on? Have you seen their movies? Shazam, Shazam Fury of the Gods, or Black Adam? That's it for the DC deck building game Rivals Shazam vs. Black Adam Playmat. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.